Montalvo Broadcasting Network. Support MBN, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, and shop with us over at Montalvo Store. Go to ebay.com and search in the advanced search. Type in Montalvo Store. Now support Montalvo Broadcasting Network. We have a wide array of books on conspiracy, apparel, and much more. Support your favorite radio station, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, by visiting Montalvo Store on ebay.com.
Tribal, primitive, rustic, Burning Man, punk rock, conceptual subculture for the edgiest, most cutting-edge designs of jewelry today. Go to etsy.com/shop/conceptual subculture, or one word, either by going to Google or search Etsy, ETSY.com, and type in one word, conceptual subculture. You will find the hottest designs using natural stones with wire wrap rings, rough, raw, genuine, semi-precious gemstone jewelry, solid sterling silver, copper, leather, orgonite, bracelets, pendants, chokers, men's copper cups with sterling accents, eco-friendly, repurposed, original, one-of-a-kind design earrings. Support MBN by going to Conceptual Subculture on Etsy. Go to Antique Obsessions for the hottest in jewelry, antiques, repurposed, solid sterling silver, one-of-a-kind, handmade by Bruce and Jaja. Go to our Facebook, which is Antique Obsessions, or you can go to Etsy.com and go to Antique Obsessions, one word, or type it into your Google and find us there.
The stylish and hippest clothing around. Go to Poshmark.com. Poshmark.com at Anti-Culture. At Anti-Culture. The coolest, hippest apparel on the internet. Poshmark.com at Anti-Culture.
Hi, this is Jaja. Come shop with us at Poshmark.com/closet/anticulture. Sign up for Poshmark using our code ANTICULTURE. That way you can have $5 in your pocket when you join up and you can buy something from our store. We have mad stuff like upcycle things, Armani, Hurley, O'Neill. We upcycling all kinds of things like LL Bean. And plus we got our tie-dyes and just mad stuff. Just come check us out. Also, you can sell your own stuff too using the Poshmark app. But sign in first using our code ANTICULTURE. And you can find us at Poshmark.com/closet/anticulture. Or when you're up in there, just at Anticulture us. And you can look under the people. Check you out. Peace.
A somber milestone. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. The number of people in the U.S. who have died from COVID-19 continues to rise.
The number of Americans who have died from coronavirus has surpassed the 116,516 who perished during World War I. That according to numbers compiled by Johns Hopkins University. The World War I deaths amassed over 4 years. COVID-19 deaths in the U.S. rose to its current level over 4 months. Both the death totals are not precise given difficulties in counting war dead at the time and unreported or unconfirmed COVID cases today. The United States has recorded more cases and deaths than any other country. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
There's been an increase in the number of cases of the virus in several states, including Texas. Governor Greg Abbott says it seems to be spreading among younger people.
One of the reasons that we have learned from multiple reports across the state of Texas is that there are certain counties where a majority of the people who are tested positive in that county are under the age of 30.
And he reminds people to take the virus seriously and wear a mask, even if you don't think you're sick. A similar situation in Florida.
Last week, you had a lot of cases. The median age was 37, so half of those cases were people under the age of 37. And I think that's one of the trends that you're seeing is that 25 to 35, way more positive tests out of that group than you would have had 2 months ago.
Governor Ron DeSantis. 2 Tulsa lawyers have sued the Trump campaign over its plans to hold a rally in the city on Saturday over concerns about the virus. North Korea says it'll redeploy troops to now closed inter-Korean tourism and economic sites. America is listening to Fox News.
The last few months have taught us what's important in life. It's also taught us what we need to eliminate or change. It's the same for business. What are the changes you need to make? Do you have a hairball of multiple software systems when you could streamline with one? All you need is NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system. Finance, HR, inventory, e-commerce, everything you need all in one place. So you save time, money, and headaches. Whether you're doing a million or hundreds of millions in sales, NetSuite gives you visibility and control, so you can manage every penny with precision. Join over 20,000 companies who trust NetSuite to go faster with confidence. NetSuite surveyed hundreds of business leaders and assembled a playbook of the top strategies they're using as America reopens for business. Receive your free guide, 7 actions businesses need to take now, and schedule your free product tour at netsuite.com/Fox. Get your free guide and schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/Fox.
A Democratic senator with cybersecurity concerns after a CIA breach investigation.
Oregon Senator Ron Wyden is asking the Director of National Intelligence for answers about a 2017 cyber attack that led to CIA secrets posted on WikiLeaks. An internal report from 2017 concluded day-to-day security practices were woefully lax. The WikiLeaks task force report also called the breach a wake-up call. Wyden is a member of the Senate Intelligence Committee and obtained an unclassified redacted excerpt of that report. In a letter to the DNI, Wyden is asking for steps that have been taken to improve cybersecurity of the nation's most sensitive secrets. On Capitol Hill, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The brother of a former Marine sentenced to hard labor in Russia is calling for his release.
Paul Whelan was sentenced to 16 years in a Russian labor camp on a spying conviction. David Whelan told Fox News his brother is not a spy and was framed. He also says he's open to a prisoner swap.
It may involve conciliatory exchanges, or it may involve punitive measures like sanctions. And our family is fine with whatever the U.S. government decides to do so long as Paul is released.
Russia has been floating the idea of exchanging Whelan for an arms dealer known as the Merchant of Death, who's serving a 25-year sentence in the U.S. Rachel Sutherland, Fox News.
A Russian-linked social media disinformation operation that tried to interfere with the 2016 election has continued its work to divide and discredit Western democracies. That's according to a report from the firm Graphico, which analyzes social media. Some of the fake content from the group, dubbed Secondary Infection, included a fake tweet from Florida Senator Marco Rubio accusing Britain of spying on President Trump. But the report also found the group works hard to cover its tracks, even if that means hindering its work. I'm Lisa Lacera. This is Fox News.
The last few months have taught us what needs to change, especially in business. Why have a hairball of multiple software systems when all you need is NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system? Receive your free guide right now at netsuite.com/Fox.
Bruce Montalvo.
Continues to spread conspiracy theories.
Penchant for promoting bogus conspiracies as though they were fact.
Bruce Montalvo.
Conspiracy theory.
This is CNN, a network of China Broadcasting System.
Bruce Montalvo is the only radio talk show host that's not controlled. You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show.
To the Bruce Montalvo Show, June 16, 2020.
Joining me today, a very special broadcast, is perhaps one of the most controversial lecturers of our time, author, lecturer, researcher of the occult world for over 50 years. My good friend Jordan Maxwell is joining me today, and you can be sure to check out his hit series, The Secret World of Symbols, which is just simply is fascinating, just like every other television series that he's been involved with. And he's joining us now. Hello there.
Hello, Bruce. This is Jordan Maxwell.
Yes, the one and only.
I don't know about that, but thank you for inviting me.
Okay, thank you for being on, Jordan. America is shrouded in darkness. There's this communist crackdown on our civil liberties today. It's like we're going head to head in an all-out brawl against reptilian overlords.
Yeah, this is what V.I. Lenin found the Communist Party in the Soviet Union. He called a bunch of useful idiots. That was his term, useful idiots. And that's true. That's what we Americans are today. We're all a bunch of useful idiots.
Yeah.
We go along, and whatever they tell us, we just do. They tell us to wear a mask, keep your mouth shut, and stay home, and don't go to work, and don't earn a living, and don't pay your rent, but stay home and wear a mask and keep your mouth shut.
Oh my God!
And maybe if you're really smart, maybe your country will fall apart soon. Because nobody's working, nobody's earning a living, so everybody will fall apart soon. And I think that's going to happen in October of this year.
Wow. Right, and what else is gonna happen? There's not gonna be any toilet paper to TP people's houses in October, right?
Yeah, that's good. Keep the people. Make sure they got plenty of liquor stores on every corner. Make sure the people of America have all the liquor stores they could possibly want. Yeah. Put them on liquor stores on every corner. Make sure they got plenty of liquor to drink.
Oh,
and
wow.
Give the young people plenty of sports, because that'll wear them out and they'll be tired and want to go to sleep. And so that's what we want to do. We want to give all the young people, all the youngsters in colleges and schools, give them plenty of sports and let them be running around basketball, football, tennis ball, ping pong ball, bowling ball, kicker ball, soccer ball. Just give the kids something to bounce the ball.
Right.
Let them bounce the ball and keep them busy. And they'll never know what's happened. They'll never figure it out.
Right, while the overlords are deciding what they're going to do with our pathetic lives, here's this yo-yo to spin up and down.
Yeah, it's live for sure. They are preparing all of us, and we are useful idiots. We are the idiots, and they tell us what to do, and we do it. They tell you that there's a horrible, terrible disease that's going on that's killing millions and millions of people. And small children and babies are dying by the millions. And yet we don't see, we have all the hospitals are empty. And it's incredible how they're lying to us and deceiving us, and we believe it, we buy it. And this is the same old crap the Soviet Union went through, Nazi Germany went through, and now America's going through.
Jordan, this is ridiculous. The nurses in the hospitals everywhere across the United States, they're dancing on a new YouTube platform called TikTok. I hear they're drinking vodka and they're having, sexual relations with the doctors and the nurses, and they're not treating any freaking patients or anybody. This is literally the most dangerous time to get sick or try to end up in the hospital. I mean, oh my God, we have to be like Herculean this year to avoid the mouth of Cronus.
You got it right. That's exactly right. But we are, as I said, we Americans are the useful idiots to the communists who run the world behind the scenes, the secret societies. and fraternal orders that run our banks behind our back, that run the churches, your religions behind your back, that run your political and your military establishment behind your back. We are useful idiots.
Sad.
So anyway.
No, you called it, Jordan, for years. It's like almost like you could say, haha, I told you so, while sipping some champagne. But this isn't any time to sip champagne. I mean, this is literally like the zombie apocalypse every single day. It's like we're living in Night of the Living Dead.
You get that right. That's exactly right. Because I've been talking about this coming to America for 60 years. That's 60 years. 60 years I've been talking to the world about what's coming to America. Now that it's finally here, I finally see it now. I never thought I'd live to see it in my own lifetime. But as it turns out, I can now see it. Now I see it's happening in my own lifetime.
Wow. And you know what's insane, Jordan? I mean, this is just crazy that we're going through this. All of us pretty much knew it was coming. In 2020, they showed his face. They keep saying words, and you're one of the biggest word researchers and the etymology and the breaking down of the occult meaning of words. And they keep using this word. I know you hear it, and I can almost guarantee that you've smiled thinking the same thing. Herd immunity. They keep saying, oh, well, when the people build up their herd immunity, they'll be able to go outside again. Herd immunity,
Wouldn't that be wonderful? That way we'll all be communists, we'll all be SS, Gestapo, we'll all be Nazis, and we'll all give our Nazi salute to the world government. We can all be immune, and we will all be happy and delighted to live in the workers' paradise. It's going to be a wonderful world of totalitarian dictatorship. They're telling you right now, just wear your mask, stay home, and keep your mouth shut. And don't talk and don't think. Don't use your head. Just stay home and keep your mouth shut.
Wow.
And maybe happily, maybe your country will dissolve itself. Maybe America will collapse. If she collapses, it might be this October.
Oh my
Just
God.
remember, I'm telling you, October is going to bring a world catastrophe.
You okay?
I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But astrologically, we are moving into the most dangerous of time.
Yes.
The most dangerous of time.
Oh, absolutely. Jordan, if I may for a second, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I've done my homework. It's something that has to do with the great Saturnian conjunction. I mean, that's why all hell is breaking loose this year, is it not?
I think you're right. There's some kind of conjunction happening.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you call it? What did you call it?
It's the great Saturnian conjunction. I mean, Saturn is supposed to be in conjunction with the other stars, aka planets, whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Saturn is going to be in conjunction. Right. They just type in a Saturnian conjunction, and it's literally this year, December 22nd.
Yeah, that's why I said October is when you're going to start to feel it. It's going to hit in October. God. Yeah. And it's going to be terrible because Saturn is the inhibitor. He's the one that holds you back and teaches you a lesson.
Yes, coronavirus, Chronos virus, right? Am I right there?
Right. Yes. That's right. Corona has to do with the planet Saturn.
And the sun as well, and of course the eye of Horus, Wajet.
You're right. This is why the Jews have led us into sun worship. That's why Christians are worshiping the sun.
Yes.
I was told, I sent an email from England, from Oxford University. And an Oxford University professor of English sent me an email and said, Jordan, the sun, S-U-N, that comes up in the morning, the Germans spell it S-O-N.
That's right.
The Anglo-Saxons, the English call it S-U-N, but the Germans call it S-O-N. And we are a Germanic Anglo race of people in America.
Right.
And so that's why we are completely ignorant and ill-informed about the S-U-N being the S-O-N. Jesus is called the Son of God, S-O-N. That's German for the Son.
Yes. Jordan, I've researched in my upcoming book, which you're also involved in the preface through all the years that we've discussed these subjects, and also the research you're currently doing. I've researched that Jesus was, the story goes that he was potentially a shapeshifter in the story.
Who the heck knows? It's
right?
A long time ago.
That's why Judas kissed Jesus in the story, because you couldn't identify him, but if he went up to the one that he knew he had shape-shifted into, the form, he went and he kissed him. That's why I said the Judas kiss. So that it was a kiss to identify him because he was a shapeshifter. So the folklore goes of Jesus. I also
very interesting. That's interesting. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it had to do with astrology.
It does also with the sun. You're definitely right. But it's a story. It's the greatest story ever told.
It's the greatest story ever told, but nonetheless, it's just a story.
That's right.
That's right. I know. I've been saying that for years.
Right. Isn't it like we're living in the Twilight Zone every day during 2020 this year? It's like Twilight Zone marathon.
Oh, God, yes. It's incredible. We're going through a marathon right now. We're going through the destruction of America. I never thought I'd see it in my time, and the time I'd be alive.
Wow.
I never thought I'd see it, but here it is right now in front of you. The destruction of America, the United States of America.
It's literally, it's like we're in the mouth of the serpent, and America literally means feathered serpent. So, all this, wouldn't surprise me if we're literally being run by ancient reptilians. What do you think about that?
I think we are being run by the ancient, by very, very, very ancient people.
Yes.
We have been run the whole world.
Absolutely.
There's a story in Egypt that Pharaoh Akhenaten was walking along the Nile by himself one day, and a UFO came over his head, and he looked up and saw this UFO. There's a story in Egypt.
Wow.
And when he looked up, he saw this UFO over his head, and the occupants of the UFO told him that he has to start a new world government, a new world order.
Wow,
and it's going to be called the Sun Order, and it would be based on the sun. And the symbol for that new order that was coming, he was told, would be a symbol of a mountain range with the sun rising behind the mountains. Well, today we know that is the symbol for world communism. It's a mountain range with the sun rising behind it. And that's what Pharaoh was told. He was told to found a new religion, a new world order, and call it the of the sun. Well, that's what we have today is Atan worship. The Jews will tell you can't use the name of God. His name is so holy, you can't use his name. But you can refer to the Jewish God. If you wish, you can refer to him. And if you do that, it's called the Tetragrammaton.
That's right.
Tetragram. Tetra is 4, G-R-A-M-M. Gram is a letter like A, B, C, and D. So tetragram is 4 letters, 4 Hebrew letters for the Aton. It's called tetragram Aton.
And you see that symbol, the Aton symbol. I mean, you see it in Rosicrucianism. You see it in car symbols. You see it on the Chevy.
Everywhere.
Chevrolet, right.
You see police badges, fire departments, sheriff departments, government agencies, military. You see it everywhere, the symbol of the Aton, the tetragram Aton.
Yeah. Wow, Jordan,
it's just
you all right?
Incredible story when you finally see the whole story.
You're mentioning the pyramids and Egypt and UFOs. Sometimes I think were the pyramids or are the pyramids UFOs themselves, right?
Who the heck knows? Nobody knows.
Jordan,
I was in Egypt. I went into the Great Pyramids.
Wow. I remember hearing
and
that.
I was blessed by a Kemite priest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I laid in the sarcophagus, the king sarcophagus. I laid there in the sarcophagus, and I had a Kemite priest pray a prayer over me.
That's amazing.
To initiate me to the Egyptian mystery.
That's incredible.
It was really quite strange. I don't know if it did anything to help or harm.
I bet it did.
I don't know.
I bet it did.
I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel no different from where I was. But I did have a blessing in the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid of Egypt.
Amazing.
So,
Jordan, I gotta tell you, I moved out. I'm a country boy now. I moved out of the city. My wife and I, Jaja, we finally got our dream home. Thank God. You know, I had to persevere during this year and come up for her. All of us did. You know, she as well works just as hard as I, and we got.
Well, what state are you living in?
Arizona. We're neighbors. Remember, you're in Flagstaff, and I'm out here in the outskirts of Tucson.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So I got a lot of country around me, and you know, there's a military base not too far from me. So I'm moving in here. We're moving in here. We got the U-Haul. We're driving. It's just like a single road out here, right? To get out here to my rural homestead. And you're not going to believe what I saw. And this happened to me twice. I saw a cigar-shaped UFO in the sky in May moving into my home. I saw it, and it had cloaking technology. It cloaked itself, and I was driving. I'm like, am I seeing like sunspots in my eye? I remove my glasses. I look back. I see the same spot. So I keep looking at it. It's moving very slow. I mean, it can't be a plane because planes have the constant movement. You know, it was light during the day. It was very early in the morning, probably like 11:45, going on noon. And I see this cigar-shaped UFO. And of course, I'm looking where I live, and not too far away, there's an Air Force or airfield, right? A military field. But I
think that's fascinating.
And it happened again.
I'd love to be down there in your area with you. I'd love to be down there in
Jordan,
that area with you.
It happened, and then it happened again. Once we were already moved in, and we went around the corner to our post box. It was a saucer in the sky right there. My wife will prove it. I have no reason to lie to you. I've never lied to you ever in the history of our shows together.
I know.
And I wouldn't lie for ratings. I wouldn't lie. I saw it, and it was right there. First, I saw the cigar shaped, and that was in May, around May 11th. And about 3 weeks ago, I saw just floating there. It was kind of far away, but it was still very visible, a disc saucer-like shape. So I've already seen two. Never in my life I had seen any phenomenon or aerial craft, or possibly military, possibly otherworldly. But this time I saw two back to back in the not too far.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting because that's the area. That's where they are always seen in your area.
Yeah.
In southern part of Arizona.
Yeah, and you're more than welcome to come down here when we're fully set up. We'll have it down here. I'll have a nice big new studio. We can do a like a television segment here. I got the proper
I would
lighting.
love to.
It'd be incredible.
I'd love to come down.
You know
I
what?
have friends
Yeah.
in what's the town nearest you? The big one?
Tombstone, Tucson. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got friends in Tucson who want me to come down and live down there.
Oh wow! Then
Yeah.
you'll literally be my neighbor.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Rogers.
So anyway,
You'll be my neighbor.
So one never knows what tomorrow will bring. Anyway, I'm going to have to go.
Okay, Jordan. Yes. So we'll wrap up with you. Thank you for being so much. Thank you for being on the show and discussing how 2020 has just been absolutely bonkers this year. It's just crazy that before you go, they bring out the guy from the CDC. His name is Fauci, and if you look at the word etymology for that, it looks like fasces or fascism, which
That's
is
right.
exactly.
Yeah, he's a Jesuit priest. Yeah. Did you know that he's a Jesuit?
Yes, he met with Mother Teresa, right?
I don't know, but
yeah.
I saw
I've seen pictures.
A lecture on the computer. They talked about how he would join the Jesuit order.
Yeah,
and I know the Jesuits are behind this whole brand new world order.
They're behind this coronavirus. Yes.
Yeah, you can't have a new world order unless you get rid of the old world order first. And America is the old world order. So you got to get rid of America completely and totally before you can have a new communist, new world order.
Wow.
So that's what's going on today.
Absolutely right. This is communism, this lockdown, this is forced deindustrialization of the United States. It's Agenda 21, and we literally around the corner from like Terminator or having RoboCop robots with guns pointed at us, telling us to socially distance from each other, and then they got thugs on the street telling us to stay away and wear a mask and beating us up, and the police is probably going to turn into the military. Hell, there's going to be all-out martial law any minute if these riots and, like you said, the democracy and the demos worship and its demonstrators demonstrating that all that word etymology to Democrat, I mean, it's just pure evil. Demonstrate, demon, Democrat, it's all there.
It all goes back to the same word, democracy. Democracy is demonocracy. Demonocracy is democracy. It's really quite a story, boy. When you start really researching the word and the term and then find out what the government is really doing and how they're doing it, why they're doing it, to who they're doing it to.
Yeah.
And you find out you are the center of attention. They want your life, they want your body, they want your country, they want you dead. They want your country dead off the earth. And that's what's going on today. They're trying to destroy America, and it's very easy to do. All they have to do, the masters of this world, all they have to do is tell you to keep your mouth shut, wear a mask, and stay home.
Wow.
Don't go out, don't go anywhere, stay home, and probably, hopefully, your country will go broke because you're not working, you're not earning a living. And therefore you'll starve to death and have nothing and zero nothing. And that would be a wonderful, wonderful situation.
And the hospitals are locked down and they're setting up 5G towers to literally mind control us and possibly fry our brains from the inside and turning people into complete zombies. And you see the stupidity with people fist fighting and beating each other up over toilet paper, like if hoarding toilet paper is like you're going to be able to eat toilet paper, right? I'm going to be able to eat toilet paper when all the food is gone. Oh, well, at least I have toilet paper to eat, right? I mean, that's
at least I have toilet paper. I'll have plenty of that.
American stupidity at its finest, and it's just sad. It's sad that this is where we are as a country right now.
Yeah, I know. We're all useful idiots. We're all practicing communists. We need to get ready for the control of America by the communists.
Oh, we are? I know. They're giving us the government ration income now. Oh, just stay home and get some money. I mean, hey, you're going to send me some money. It's actually my own money you're sending me back. I mean, I don't want to talk shit, but I mean, it literally looks like, on paper, that's communism, kind of.
It is communism. That's exactly what it is. Marxist, Leninist, Soviet communism.
Oh my
and
God.
America is a Soviet communist country.
We are.
And pretty soon the people are going to wake up and find out their leaders have been Marxist, Leninist, Soviet communists for a long time. The whole democratic operation has been a Soviet communist operation.
Yeah. No, it's the dawn of a new day. And Donald Trump is the president under the dawn of the new day in America. I mean, I don't know what to think of the president sometimes. I mean, I know he talks a good one, but all this is happening under him right now. It could be like pro wrestling.
I know. It's incredible.
It's a dawn of a new day.
I don't know what to say about it either.
Yeah. Okay, Jordan. Thank you so much for being on. We'll do this quick segment with us. The fans love it when you're on. I mean, I get amazing ratings, and very soon, whenever you're near my area, we'll get together and we'll do a television segment here, a televised internet segment on my Montalvo Broadcasting Network.
That sounds great. Okay, talk with you next time. Later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Montalvo Broadcasting Network. Support MBN, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, and shop with us over at Montalvo Store. Go to ebay.com and search in the advanced search. Type in Montalvo Store. Now support Montalvo Broadcasting Network. We have a wide array of books on conspiracy, apparel, and much more. Support your favorite radio station, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, by visiting Montalvo Store on ebay.com.
Tribal, primitive, rustic, Burning Man, punk rock, conceptual subculture for the edgiest, most cutting-edge designs of jewelry today. Go to etsy.com/shop/conceptual subculture, or one word, either by going to Google or search Etsy, ETSY.com, and type in one word, conceptual subculture. You will find the hottest designs using natural stones with wire wrap rings, rough, raw, genuine, semi-precious gemstone jewelry, solid sterling silver, copper, leather, orgonite, bracelets, pendants, chokers, men's copper cups with sterling accents, eco-friendly, repurposed, original, one-of-a-kind design earrings. Support MBN by going to Conceptual Subculture on Etsy. Go to Antique Obsessions for the hottest in jewelry, antiques, repurposed, solid sterling silver, one-of-a-kind, handmade by Bruce and Jaja. Go to our Facebook, which is Antique Obsessions, or you can go to Etsy.com and go to Antique Obsessions, one word, or type it into your Google and find us there.
The stylish and hippest clothing around. Go to Poshmark.com. Poshmark.com at Anti-Culture. At Anti-Culture. The coolest, hippest apparel on the internet. Poshmark.com at Anti-Culture.
Hi, this is Jaja. Come shop with us at Poshmark.com/closet/anticulture. Sign up for Poshmark using our code ANTICULTURE. That way you can have $5 in your pocket when you join up and you can buy something from our store. We have mad stuff like upcycle things, Armani, Hurley, O'Neill. We upcycling all kinds of things like LL Bean, And plus we got our tie-dyes and just mad stuff. Just come check us out. Also, you can sell your own stuff too using the Poshmark app. But sign in first using our code Anticulture. And you can find us at Poshmark.com/closet/anticulture. Or when you're up in there, just at Anticulture us. And you can look under the people. Check you out. Peace.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that the federal civil rights law protects LGBT people from workplace bias.
In a 6-3 ruling, justices said that the 1964 Civil Rights Act prohibiting workplace discrimination regardless of a person's sex applies to same-sex and transgender individuals. The decision was written by Justice Neil Gorsuch and joined by Chief Justice John Roberts and the court's 4 liberal justices. The ruling came in separate cases. The first case involved 2 homosexuals who were fired. The second case was about a Christian funeral director that fired a transgender employee. Greg Clugston, Washington.
2 competing bills addressing police reforms are being rolled out in the Senate. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says the events of the past several weeks have brought to light the need for Democrat legislation reforming policing policies.
Clashes between police and peaceful protesters over the past few weeks, in which some police departments have responded with overly aggressive tactics, have only articulated further the need for bold and wide-reaching reform of police practices.
While Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says Senate Republicans will roll out their package of policing reforms this week.
Under the leadership of Senator Tim Scott, our conference is developing a serious proposal to reform law enforcement in smart ways without lashing out needlessly and counterproductively at the first responders who are a credit to their communities.
Death rates are 12 times higher for coronavirus patients with chronic illnesses than for others who become infected, according to a new U.S. government report. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, released Monday, highlighted the dangers posted by heart disease, diabetes, and lung ailments. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 157 points. The Nasdaq rose 137. This is SRN News. The virus pandemic is taking its toll on America's pastors.
A new survey by the Barna Group finds that while most clergymen are hanging in there, the stresses of the ongoing crisis cannot be ignored. 51% of pastors say they're feeling tired, with 2 in 5 admitting they have felt exhausted, sad, and or panicked within the last week. Christian author Tish Harrison Warren tells Barna, quote, "I think the real challenge for pastors is going to be not to shrink away, but instead to really learn to step into the grief and the limit of that." Michael Harrington, SRN News.
Some evangelicals point out the Black Lives Matter organization supports a number of things that should be of concern to Christians. While the group is best known as an advocate for African American civil rights, its website also reveals its support for abortion, homosexuality, and the disruption of the Western prescribed family. Mixed-race pro-life activist Ryan Baumberger tells LifeSite News that he would never join BLM because of its ideology. This is SRN News. There's a new Rogue on the way.
Nissan is revamping the small SUV, hoping a new version will help with the U.S. comeback. The company's American sales were down almost 10% due to an aging model lineup and a tarnished reputation from the 2018 arrest of its former CEO on financial misconduct allegations. Rogue sales were off 15% last year, largely because it hadn't been redesigned since 2013. Rich Thomason reporting.
Federal prosecutors say the Navy's leading supplier of high-strength steel for submarines provided subpar metal because one of the company's longtime employees falsified lab results. The Justice Department says Kansas City-based Bradkin Incorporated has paid $10.9 million as part of a deferred prosecution agreement. The company provides steel castings made at a foundry in Tacoma, Washington, that are used to make submarine hulls. More details at srnnews.com. I'm Keith Peters in Washington.
Montalvo Broadcasting Network.